Catsy the cat says. I actually have some leftover tubing from it XD.
Are you gonna like keep going at it? Keep trying? Or keep, I don't know, doing shit? Yay, game showed up. And game has audio. Glory be, glory be. I don't even need a prelude. Which one of these? 54, 53, 23, 54, 23, 50. Like two, they're like a second apart. I guess this one. Okay. This bitch got puzzles to do. I'm not even gonna recap the story.
Autophidias Gray says.
You... Come on, you know you want to see me fail horrifically at puzzles for like an hour. You know it's gonna be painful for everyone involved. I already solved this puzzle here. What's on the floor? Ah, these documents appear to be designs for cybernetic limbs like the ones produced by Stop. I don't went through this. In this room, someone was designing cybernetic limbs. There's also little sticky notes. The note is stuck to the water cooler, which does not actually dispense any water. And it has hints for a puzzle that I'm gonna struggle through anyhow. The bracelet arrived at the facility before the toy plane. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. I have them all saved. The blonde child seems to have a musical inclination. The bracelet has a notable tarnish. Upon sampling, it seems to be a coating of coastal salt. The city dweller was abducted in the spring.
Catsy the cat says. This reminds me of point-and-click escape puzzle flash games from my childhood.
Zero Escape, a DS, click, point-and-click escape game with a time travel story is one of my favorite games. Now, to be clear, it's one of my favorite narratives mostly, and the gameplay I suck at because I have no brain. It's all mush in here. But I absolutely love time travel. I love the way they go about time travel. I really love that story. I really love that game. I look forward with bated breath and shiny eyes the day I can play it and have an audience to play it with. As in, I want to show the world Zero Escape. I don't care if you already see Zero Escape. I don't care if you think you already know about Zero Escape. I want to share it with everyone. I will play all 3 games in a row if I have to. And the third game is nuts, okay? Third game is 3D and fucking crazy. It all starts with a snail on the road. How does a snail cause the death of millions of people? Hundreds of millions, an entire planet. Ask yourself, okay? You'll only know in the game. We picked up another note. It says, the red-headed child. They have never been to the suburbs or to open water. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived in either June or December. The child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains. It's the worst kind of puzzle where you give me a bunch of logic and then I fucking die, don't I? This is a puzzle. A computer and a small strange coliseum. What on earth is that? Okay, of course, it's a puzzle. In a stealthy campaign, Caution has managed to take control of a stop-holding center where several young test subjects are being held in a futuristic panopticon. To give them the best chance of survival, Caution needs to rearrange the cells so that each group of escaping testees is balanced. These groups are shown as a circle, a triangle, a square, and an X. However, the bureaucratic systems have left only the bare minimum operating instructions on how to operate the panoptical.
These are not the kind of puzzles I enjoy.
I suck at them so bad. I suck at them so bad. Help caution, properly arrange the cells according to the limitations of the system. Oh, and I have 15 tries. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna... I don't want to suffer this anymore. Life is pain. These are the kinds of puzzles that make me want to cry. I don't know. I feel like this game is for a certain kind of masochist when it comes to the puzzles. I can't figure these out from the beginning. Blue is better than white. White is better than black with a white circle. Or maybe that just means black. Black is better than blue.
Algophidius Gray says, do the shapes mean anything?
They're groups. Rearrange the cells so that each group of escaping testes is balanced. Each group is a specific shape. A circle, a triangle, a square, and an X. And I need to make it so that they're balanced. And the way I do that is I spin things around. But I don't know what I'm doing. Each group needs to be balanced. Well, blue is greater than white. White is greater than black. Black is greater than blue. I can't even tell who the weakest one is because they're all pointing to each other. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, do you see why I hate my life and I hate...
Kill all of the testes.
Can we just kill... Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to... I have to get the fail state anyway to unlock the achievement. I think I would fail an IQ test. I think the military might lock me up for my own safety. Okay, there's no X in the innermost group. Or ring. There's no X in the innermost groups or ring, so I can't even try and like make them all X's or make them all squares. I can't do... I don't know. Yeah. I just kind of want to suffer. I play these games. You rearrange another set of cells and suddenly your controls freeze up. There's a notification in the corner. Seems like you've run out of time, lab rat. That's it. The jailbreak is over. You screwed up. So it was a prison? Then, if this only concerned you and me, I'd be whatever about it. We all make mistakes, you know? So I'm super forgiving and cool and mature about this kind of thing. But you just lost those kids a chance to get out before the operations start. Sorry, operations? They could have gotten out clean. Now I'll have to step in and bust them out dirty. And it's all because of you.
Shut up.
Now go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. I'll come back for you when you're sorry enough. Subject expired after 3 days due to lack of water, light, food, and mental stimulation. You're a weak agent. All it takes is 3 days. I mean, 3 days without water could be deadly. But like light food and mental stimulation, sucker. Alright, scratch their nails to bleeding point on the exit door before losing consciousness, so I'll have to clean that mess up. Contributing factors to death. Didn't take the consequences of imprisonment very seriously. Dead End 08, a taste of sobering punishment. Alright, we'll have to load the save. Thankfully, I did save, so it's not a big deal. But I'm gonna fuck a dude. I'm gonna fuck a dude.
Catsy the Cat says, it's a real 100% playthrough cause we're discovering all the deaths too.
Yeah, my only goal is to discover all the deaths. That's actually my favorite part of finishing timelines most of the time. I like to get through all the deaths and then play through the true timeline once and only once. But this puzzle game is made for Facebook employees.
Autophidias Gray says, maybe try making it where all the shapes are different first, I don't know.
That would make sense. Okay, yeah, if we treat that as the puzzle, maybe I would... Okay, so... Well, we have circle, triangle, square, and X. And we have 4 rings. But this one is here. See, here we have a circle, a square, a triangle, and an X. But here we have a circle, a square, a triangle, an X, and a square. Here... So 3 out of the 5 are at least different. With square, circle, triangle, X. This one... Let's do the same. And of course there's this whole concept where moving one also controls the other. What the fuck? I had some of it. Purely by accident. The thing is, believe it or not...
Says, easy.
Okay, believe it or not, I have solved each of these puzzles by accident before I solved it on purpose. And then I had to redo them because I wanted to get the death. So, for example, there's a water puzzle that was in part 2 where there were 3 containers and you had to divide the liquid into 2 portions of 6, but they only gave you a 12, an 8, and a 5 unit container. And I got it immediately by accident, and then I had to die and go back, and it took me a nearly full-ass hour to brute force when I had to do it again. So, I don't know. I have the devil's lettuce luck. I can solve it by accident, but Gray gave me the best clue. So Gray, thank you very much, because I would not have thought of that. Because I'm special in the worst way. In response to your hard-earned success, 2 little scrattle-like tiles pop out of the miniature panopticon. They show the letters A and S. How quaint. Alright, how many of these? There's the final door puzzle. Solve that puzzle. Solve this puzzle. There's just this one. The blackboard is covered in little doodles, but they don't seem to be there just for decoration. You hate to admit it, but they're kind of cute. Completely unlike the creator. During our last operation, we only managed to save 4 subjects. We also found some incomplete records that indicated all of the subjects at this facility arrived within the same calendar year, and a box of their personal belongings. Click on Notes for a detailed view. In the detailed view, click on Written Notes to strike them out. Using what information we have, figure out which item belongs to who, when each subject arrived, and who grew up where. Alright, bracelet. Sam. Subject R. And I have to... And okay, the written notes that we have as details. This is one like just bad part of the I don't know. Maybe not. I don't want to say bad, but we have to rely on the little notes we got, and I took screenshots of them all. But it would have been nice if they would display them for us. And it's hard for me to show them to you guys. But I have them here. Well, the city dweller was abducted in the spring. And it turns out that I thought I had saved all of them, but some are missing. Excuse me, I have to look through my screenshots of this. The child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to last arrival. Subject R arrived in June. Okay, so I think I saw someone name subject R. Okay, so this is subject R, and we know he arrived in June. The child wearing a bracelet arrived in September. Well, okay, so we know bracelet is September.
Autophidias Gray says, too many puzzles for me.
They're all, I don't know. Okay, if you want to pow out, I respect it. Have a good night. Oh no, I made the connection. Can I remake the connection? Oh no. How do I delete a connection? Okay, there we go.
Autophidias Gray says, I'll watch it still.
Okay, I appreciate it. Click on, in the detailed view, click on written notes to strike them out. Where can I write notes? Or maybe, okay. I didn't collect them in this save, so let me... Maybe if I collect them, then they'll show up, and I'll look like an idiot again for not mentioning something that's not true, or, you know. Okay, they're here. Oh my goodness, I'm just a little asshat. I think I have a bad habit of complaining about things before enduring the totality of them. The notes are all there, so I'm a big dum-dum. Let's string up some evidence. Okay, I'm still trying to delete this one though. This is bad. Oh, there it is. Now it's deleted. Okay. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. So the yo-yo is probably not subject G's. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. The blonde child seems to have a musical inclination, which would mean that maybe this one is using the harmonica. The bracelet has a noticeable tarnish. Upon sampling, it seems to be a coating of coastal salt. The city dweller was abducted in the spring. Okay, so someone lives in the city, and it was probably they were probably abducted in March. We only have 2 months that are totally unknown. Well, 3 months. One is almost. The red-headed child said they have never been to the suburbs or to open water. See, I don't remember what the word suburbs means. I don't know if that means, I have to just look it up. Suburbs definition. Because it seems like they would probably... Okay, the populated area surrounding a city. Okay, so I think they're the mountain child. I think the red-headed child is the mountain child, methinks. It looks like they're wearing heeled socks. It's the weirdest fucking socks. Or heels. But I would have assumed this one to be the city child, because they're so glamorous. Alright. Whoever lived in the mountains arrived either in June or December. So since I've decided that the red-headed child is the mountain child, and I already decided that subject R arrived in June, then mountain child has to be December. The child from the suburbs was processed before the subject from the mountains, which is, I mean, that's easy because the mountain child was December. So the suburb child just has to be September or June or March. What am I missing? The bracelet arrived at the facility before the toy plane. Well, then the only option for the toy plane would be subject G. Subject G does not know how to use a yo-yo. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. I just need to decide. Well, I need to decide who the subject belongs
Gray
to.
says, headache of doom and despair.
E and quiet.
Autophidias Gray says, kill me.
Sleep cures all. Alright, what am I missing? So far, I need to decide who the bracelet belongs to, who the yo-yo belongs to, who was from the city, who was from the suburbs. The harmonica has a owner. The plane has an owner. Coastal salt. Okay, I haven't decided who's from the coast yet. God damn it. Oh man. Well, the red-headed child is definitely not coastal. Am I missing a hint? It desperately feels like I'm missing one. Okay. I already read this. Any other ones? No. I just feel like I'm missing one. But it's only a feeling. I have no proof. I should save. Right back to the grind.
Autophidias Gray says. Coast.
Right, that's the question. Who belongs to the coast? Alright, whoever's wearing the bracelet. That's what we know. The coast, okay. Bracelet arrived in September. Bracelet has coastal salt. Bracelet arrived before the toy
Wallace
plane.
Lovecraft says.
Makes sense.
What game?
This is called Malviolence. A visual novel, a sci-fi visual novel about supervillains and agents and this kind of stuff. So far, oh, right, okay, I can cross things out, I forgot. So, this is good. I can this is good. This is really important because I can cross out information I've used. So I don't know who's from the city. And I don't know who's from the suburbs. The only person I know is subject G. I've decided is from the mountains. Okay, the bracelet arrived at the facility before the toy plane. I've already decoded that. The bracelet September. Toy plane is subject G December. You know. Subject G is this one. Does not know how to use a yo-yo. So subject G does not belong to the yo-yo, which I already know. The yo-yo trickster did not arrive first. So the yo-yo trickster can only be can only be June. Okay. Because September already belongs to bracelet and December already belongs to subject G and March is the first month. So of course March cannot be the yo-yo. Okay, this is probably the one that I've been ignoring. The child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to last arrival. Oh wait, I've already understood. So subject R is yo-yo. Okay, but anyway, so this one... This one is confusing me. The child whose designation comes first in the alphabet was the second to last arrival. So F, G, R, A. Okay, A, second to last means September. So now we know that subject A is from the coast. What else do we know about subject A? Subject A is the bracelet. Subject A arrived in December. Is it September or December? Anyway, it tells me the same. This is kind of annoying. It tells me the same information a few times. Child, second to last arrival, wearing a bracelet arrived September. So this is maybe like a little trick. It's telling you the same information twice, unless I got it wrong. But second to last is supposed to be September, hopefully. Now, what information do I not have? I don't know. Okay, I don't know who the city dweller is, except that they arrived in the spring, so March. Alright. We've decided that the redhead child is in the mountains. June or December. The child from the suburbs was processed before the child from the mountains. Alright, so that's our final clue. Subject, but the thing is, anyone could be that because the mountains is from December. But I guess it's just who doesn't have a location yet. Bracelet is from the coast. Redhead is from the mountains. I don't have information. That's like the extent of my information. Oh, okay, wait, no. Have I decided who came in March? No. Has anyone left? Oh, goodness. I might be dumb. The yo-yo came in June. Subject R. Subject R cannot be from the city, so I'm deciding that they are from the suburbs. Why can't they be from the city? Never mind. I need some information about someone from the city. Oh wait, because the city dweller was abducted in the spring. And I've already decided that subject R is from June. Okay, so once again, city dweller is in March. So, okay, I've decided that subject R is from the suburbs and that subject F is from the city. And then now I'm confusing myself because of all the lines. I guess each person has to be connected to an accessory, a date. I think that's all, right? No, accessory, a date, and a location. So subject R has a date, an accessory, and a location. Subject A has an accessory, a date, and a location. Subject G has a date, an accessory, and a location. Subject F has a date, an accessory, and a location. Well, I think this is all correct. Let's submit it. I solved it! Bad news, I forgot to fail so that I got the death ending. Alright, this is probably my favorite puzzle so far in the entire game. Because it is a word logic puzzle, and that might be where I excel the most, where it's just and I have the ability to eliminate things. So the only part I don't like about it is maybe the messiness of the red lines, But for sure, this is my absolute fave puzzle of the game so far. Okay. We solved it! A tiny blue tile falls to the ground. Upon closer inspection, it reads the letter E for evidence. Alright, I'll save, I'll save it here. Then I'll load my save from here. And then I just need to fail or get it wrong. Okay, I accidentally freaking solved it again. I'm sorry. Oh no, these are both the same save files. Oh no. What did I do? I don't know. I'm trying to lose, game. Can you, like, cooperate with me? Okay, okay.
Hey, lab rat.
Wow, you suck at this. Something about his unusually straightforward insult puts ice into your veins. It's like you're solving this puzzle with your eyes closed and your nose plugged. There's some reason you don't want to look at the truth in front of you, lab rat? No, it's just... I know you're not taking this seriously. Maybe we should just move on. You know what? Yeah, let's put a pin in it. Subject experienced permanent loss of life after one of the facility's reconfigurable nanostakes jetted out of the floor and impaled them to the ceiling. Guess they were worth the trouble of installation. Contributing factors to death. Couldn't put progress on the board.
Autophidia's Gray says. So silly.
So silly. Don't you love your silly villains? Dead End 07, pin pricked. Alright. Let's check our progress on achievements, failures. Ah, I missed Dead End 06 somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. There's only 13 and I managed to miss one already. Or it might be the last door. Okay. Last puzzle. There are 5 empty slots on the door's lock. Your best guess is that you need to fill them out. Somehow. Caution's a big fan of word games, so why don't you give me more word games? You've just given me impossible logic puzzles so far. Please, more word games. I can deal with word games. Words are fun. Logic is not fun. He wants you to come up with a word that's almost as good as the one above. You might have to find some letters first. But okay, I don't... There? No, okay. So somehow the word I'm supposed to come up with is related to the word taser. What do I know about tasers? They're electric. Ooh, no. No. Eraser would be cool. No. Stare is a word. But I don't know if it's related to taser in any way. I think this might be a clue. No? You're not gonna... Oops. Oh, okay. You're no Scrattle expert, but you've got this puzzle all under control. Probably. Arrest? Oh, well, maybe it's arrest because tasers, police officers. I feel confident. Oh, no, wait, I'm supposed to get it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to get it wrong first. For the death ending.
Hey, lab rat.
I see you're the type who likes to gamble. Alas, you didn't hit the jackpot. Better luck next time. But since you're here, I'd like to play another game. Time for a round of Russian roulette. Is the gun next to you, loaded or not? What gun? Not much to say here. The lab rat just sucks at word games. Contributing factors to death? Should have dipped their toes into a few titles before meeting me. Personally, I recommend Scrattle. Dead End 06, stop me if you think you've worded this one before. Okay. I like that death ending, it was silly. Back. But I think I know what the right word is. Alright, you should have got this one as a fellow body cam connoisseur. Holy crap! Did you guess that right on your first try? Kidding! Come on, lighten up. Here, let me help. What? What? I thought I got it right! Fuck.
Autophidias Gray says. I'm death.
I'm death. I actually thought I got it right. Okay, well, it's not arrest. Arrest does have 2 R's, doesn't it? I was just hoping. Resto. Darrow.
Autophidias Gray says. I only see rates and stare.
What if I just... Okay, if this is right, I'm gonna be so angry. A word that's almost as good as the one above. Is it just the same word? Ew, did you even try? That sounded more violent than the other ones. Guess I did try.
Autophidias Gray says. Or taser backwards.
What? That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I'm not happy about that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous.
Autophidias Gray says. Yippee.
Thank you. I would not have gotten that. I mean, that's not fair. Maybe you're stealthy. You try to sneak out of the room.
Snooping as usual, I see.
I spoke too soon. Yeah, you're right in your element, huh? Not that you know it, but I've got a good eye for this kind of thing. I bet you've got that bubbly feeling buzzing under your skin, like sweet sparkling lemonade in your veins. What a colorful turn of phrase. I'd give my right arm to feel as excited as you do now, lab rat. You must be salivating at the mountain of evidence beneath your fingertips. Weapons, corkboards, secret evil plans, all the classics are here. And we both know you really, really, really want to rub your grubby paws all over them. Even if you copied half of one blueprint onto a bar napkin and threw it through a washing machine, you'd still have enough evidence to net you a promotion from HQ.
Well then.
So go ahead, take as much as you'd like. I won't touch a hair on your head. After all, the great caution, Emperor of Malviolence, knows that you only care about the truth. He shall let you indulge. Hey Labrat, can I ask you something? You are just getting evidence, right? Does he not approve of my investigation style? You're just being thorough. I've watched you with my drones. Tailored these puzzles to your specific subpar problem-solving skills. Well, then you tailored them wrong, 'cause I'm still failing horribly. So could you please tailor them for, like, the problem-solving skills of a goldfish? I'll wait. Forever. Carried out quasi-legal research on your identity. So I know what you are. An idiot sandwich. That's what I fucking am, okay? Agent for stop. Nothing more, nothing less. Escape the puzzle room. I won't talk either.
Stream bugged out for me.
Yeah.
Autophidia's Gray says. Same.
Test. Sorry, I meant to say test. I mean, I can see y'all.
Autophidia's Gray says. Test. Autophidia's Gray says. Hit Marinrand.
Wait, it is saying I'm having dropped frames.
Says. It recovered.
I have 400 and something.
Says. Kinda delayed, but we okay.
It says that I'm only at 1.1k kbps, kilobits per second. The frame rate drop is going away a bit. Who knows what I fucked up?
Autophidia's Gray says. Test.
Yeah. Even YouTube is on my ass about it.
Querrieoh says. Yes.
YouTube keeps trying to auto-translate chat messages, and it's quite frustrating. Alright, back to the game. See how you like it. I think everyone would like it very much, but okay. Now move, or you'll regret your staring contest with me. Again with a temper tantrum, huh? Seriously, why is he so pissed off at you? He and Dr. Danger have fought against top field agents in the past, but that's not your department. Hell, before this, you've never met either of them face to face. What right does he have to act all high and mighty at you? Right. Supervillain. Big ego, no self-awareness, don't overthink it. You did it! You escaped the room. Private study. Get past the villain's workshop. The dim corridor stretches out before you with no answers to offer. It's darker here, but not in an unpleasant way. Actually, it feels way brighter! Look at the freaking chandelier right above you. But okay. You say it's darker, I guess I'll just freaking believe you. It's warmer than the previous rooms, literally and figuratively. The wooden floorboards and the decorated wallpaper feel welcoming. Nostalgic even. If you viewed this hall alone, you'd assume it belonged to a family household, not to a scheming terrorist and her kooky sidekick. It's been a very long day? Hard to tell how much time has passed. But damn, you are exhausted. The gentle heat tempts you to sit down on the floor, or maybe lie down. Would caution allow you to take a quick breather? If he meant what he said about not harming a hair in your head, then maybe the smart thing to do.
For a wooden floor, isn't it?
Why are you annoying me from the grave? You're dead, let me sleep. A third time?
Boring. My work has always been stressful, so I've always strived to maximize comfort wherever I could.
I wonder if it's done the Korean way.
Allow me to explain.
When your work is done, you can sleep here all you like. But before then, you've got dishes to clean, washes to run, bedrooms to vacuum. Am I in training to become your maid? And of course, caution to take care of. It represents a unique challenge, I know, but you wouldn't have gotten this far if you and I didn't believe you could do it.
Please.
While I'm away on business, it's important that you keep him on his daily routine. 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Regularity is key. Remember that all his dietary habits, health regimens, blah blah blah, are detailed in the files that we went over together.
I apologize.
I apologize if you'll have to decrypt them again, but Caution and I have made a habit of hiding our tracks for good reason. And when the day is over, feel free to play games, watch movies, or read comics together. I'm supposed to freaking be his friend, his maid, his personal trainer, his teacher, his cook, his chef, all at the same time, and his friend. If you need a suggestion, Caution told me that he loves the Cantaloupe Mall course on Marco Kart. I might be pronouncing that wrong. He'll know what you mean. So take care.
Please.
If things go smoothly, I'll be back for him in a week. And if things don't go smoothly, well, there are systems in place that will guide you on what to do.
That's all for now. Goodbye. And thank you for taking care of my... Note to self, re-record instructions at earliest convenience. Try not to be so... ominous next time.
That message wasn't for you, and it wasn't for one of Dr. Danger's goons either. But a babysitter, really? Who in the world would be qualified to babysit him? Come on, just focus on the task at hand. Is that a 3D? This is all a 3D model. It's a normal apartment. There's a kitchenette, a dining table, a small sitting area, and stairs. Probably a bedroom up there. Alright. Are you supposed to be here? I wanted to wait for him to stop talking so I can say something. This room looks very similar to the room of Before Crime After Days. Which is another visual novel that I really enjoy. The story on that one is actually fascinating. It involves nuclear reactors and people with psychic powers. But there is one section that is entirely all reading, and it's all slice of life, but it gives a lot of really important character and plot information. But the main character's room, as in living room, looks really similar to this, but it might just be a vibe I'm getting. Okay, but so we're here to investigate, but there's a puzzle here. There's nothing much to click. There's a puzzle on the oven. You pick up what appears to be a generic scrapbook, like those shoved to the back shelves of charity stores. You mean like thrift shops? Looking closely, you can still see remnants of price sticker glue. It feels normal, too normal. The book's clearly hiding some deep, dark secret. But the inner contents are equally normal. All you find are photographs of a woman who looks a lot like Dr. Danger, and a young boy with a crooked, toothy grin. Craftsmanship on display isn't anything remarkable, with poorly cut edges and tacky glitter glue smeared across the cheap cardstock. At least the pages seem to be in chronological order. In the earliest photos, the boy is bedridden. His skin is unnaturally pale and his gaze is unfocused, empty even. But as you flick through the pages, he grows stronger. He gets out of bed. His eyes shine with inspiration and intelligence. He smiles. The woman in those photos must have been taking good care of him. The later photos are self-explanatory. Each moment is carefully dated and annotated. Playing video games, reading bedtime stories, and what appears to be a movie night. You know the film they're watching. It's that one cartoon about an alien supervillain, one with a very big brain but very little common sense. Is it Megamind? Unknown. Hold on. Wasn't this film released 3 months after this photo was taken? Looks like Stop will have to add digital piracy to Dr. Danger's long list of crimes. I mean, but that's not just digital piracy. That's hacking into a movie publisher's database to get an unreleased movie. Like, you could have said, wasn't this film only released for streaming 3 months after the photo was taken? You know, something more logical. Right, featuring crimes against copyright. Oh, there's another thing here, but it's a crumpled, heavily worked over notebook filled with grandiose ramblings in the third person. Well, who else speaks in the third person here? Mister? Lots of exclamation points and capital letters and ego massaging in spidery handwriting. But the more you flip back through the pages, the more the writing grows negative. Another neater set of handwriting appears, leaving words of encouragement. Even further back, the spidery handwriting disappears. The neater writer takes over, marking the wrinkled paper with crisp grids and clear lessons. Shaky, barely legible scribbles sit below, rounding out vague letter-like shapes. So it almost looks like a therapeutic exercise or a homework assignment. Maybe it's both. But it's obvious that the notebook's author hasn't used it for a very long time. Personally, you wouldn't be caught dead using the third person. You only use the second person. And even then, only for gathering your thoughts in high-stakes scenarios. I don't know second versus third. I'm obviously illiterate. Very, very illiterate. Please excuse my ignorance and dementedness. Anything else in here? And there are 2 puzzles, but I could... Oh, there's something under the couch? Oh no, not the glitch. The thing I didn't understand about the notebook was the more you flip back, the more the writing grows in negative. I don't understand the timeline of the notebook. I found something. There's no dust inside, but a stale odor wafts out. Clearly, this hasn't been opened for a long time. You find a lab coat with an ID pinned above its breast pocket. There's no photo, but the name Deirdre Destrange is clearly printed on the plastic card alongside a worn barcode. I mean, that is much of a better name than Dr. Strange. Or Dr. Evil? I don't remember what her name actually was. Dr. Danger? I prefer Destrange. Deirdre Destrange. The coat itself is high quality, but it's worn around the edges. Deirdre must have used it for a long time, taking good care of it all the while. You see framed photos, diplomas, certificates, and awards, all of them belonging to this Deirdre Destrange. In and of itself, a doctorate in cybernetic biology is impressive, but Strange received this years ago. To be that experienced at such a young age, and when the science was still so new, she must have been on the cutting edge of this field. At the bottom of the pile, you find a dented, dusty medal, an award for continued service to the international security community. The medal's name has been violently scratched out, and yet you'd think you see the remnants of a familiar logo. Ooh, so was Deirdre maybe an ex-stop agent? Something like that? I don't know if I should check out the puzzles or go upstairs first. Ooh. When you look at the bust in front of you, you recall a half-serious lesson on disguising yourself back when you were a trainee. From what you remember, this appears to be a mannequin for a wig. Oh, Dr. Danger has a full head of hair. Did she need to disguise herself? Well, baby, this would explain Caution's extravagantly long hairstyle. So I kind of hope it's his. Cause I mean that would round everything out. Because you know some guys cannot grow such long hair. Hair length is actually kind of genetic, or it's kind of it's like in the maximum length of your hair is hard coded into your DNA. Like, at a certain point of your hair growth, I think the concept is that your hair would replace itself before it could keep growing. Because hair has a life cycle, and at some point it just falls out and then starts regrowing. But of course not all your hair does that at the same time. Did she need to disguise herself? Intel's always suggested that her mastery over tech kept her off any camera she cared about. Stuff on the floor. Okay, what's on the desk? You find an assortment of patterns, books, and materials for sewing. There's a little stack of half-finished items, a skirt and a blouse in conservative colors. Right next to it, a whole pile of hand-stitched garments in garish yellow, greens, and reds. It seems like someone handed their sewing books down to a more imaginative type. You're well aware that sewing isn't just a simple hobby. Many of STOP's associated security forces take up the practice when their first cybernetics are implanted. Why is this such a cope? It sounds like such a weird cope, but okay. After such a big operation, fine needlework quickly rehabilitates hand-eye coordination. I'm sure they gotta knit or crochet too, or draw. But you doubt they'd make such a large collection of fuzzy mittens. Fuzzy mittens are much better knitted and crocheted. So this is its own puzzle. It's 3 so far. 3 is usually the limit in the rooms. Oh no, there's 4. This might be the main one. Is there anything else? Okay, here. You pick up a clipboard with a thick stack of charts and diagrams pinned to the front. Subject recuperation log is printed at the top in harsh black lettering. At the bottom of the page, you spot an acronym, YTDI. I've seen that before. You flip through the log. The recuperation described here is difficult to read.
So what gem do you use on a potato to make a fluffy creature?
I don't know. A Pokemon evolution gem? I don't even know any games that use gems to change things, so I can't even make a fun joke. I'm sorry. Difficult to read. Seizures, phantom pain, memory loss, and brain damage are all expected results, not side effects. Also, welcome, Woodkin. I hope you like visual novels, but if you don't, understandable. Scrawled notes speculate that these symptoms would last for several years or decades, or perhaps even permanently. Implanting cybernetics in individuals under 18 isn't illegal, but it is frowned upon, and from the logbook, a lot of children were implanted. Children well under the age of 18. There's nothing here about informed consent or parental pay. Of course not, they're all test subjects. I can already understand. Evidently, parents weren't involved. Alright, is there anything else to look at before the real puzzle suffering begins? No. Okay, well, I might as well start here with the puzzles. I'm just save. And save in both. There are a few plushies sitting on the shelf. They're surprisingly soft. You investigate the cupboard below the plushies where... Whoa! An avalanche of plushies spills out, burying you in a soft, fuzzy pile. This would be a comfy way to go out, but you should probably put everything back. Is this maybe a puzzle game I could actually solve? I don't know. What a mess. You need to clean up all these toys by sorting them into sets. A set is made up of 4 unique toys. You can reach toys by moving up, down, left, or right. You can't move diagonally. Plot your moves carefully as the toys shift. They make it harder to reach. No! It's a chess game again. A game that's demanding that I think of the future. Oh god. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, actually. Do I, like, am I walking around? Okay, I can only choose things immediately around me, and I have to kind of plan my movement pattern. No, I don't understand how I'm clicking or what I'm doing at all, actually. Huh. I don't understand how this works.
Woodkin says.
Oh!
So Mungle is this when we sort the nerds' candies according to their hobby. Visible anger from Chef Mungle Chowder. This is a cartoon, of course we do.
Yeah, and also I got it totally wrong. I just skipped over the part where it said unique toys. So I need to make 4 unique toys in a set. Uh-huh. Okay, this is how it's gonna work. This is not easy. Let's see. But once again, I might accidentally get it right on my first try. No, I probably won't. Ooh, okay, see, I got a fail state. You set the toys down and pause to think. The task is a lot harder than you thought it would be. Maybe having trouble organizing? I get it. I was horrible at putting my stuff away. A total mess every time. But whenever I got into a pickle, Dr. Danger always helped me out. Hey, remind me. Where is Dr. Danger right now? The sudden quietness in his voice makes you freeze. Right. Ugh. Subject was transported to the automated disposal unit via trapdoor, whereupon the automated disposal department did what it does best. Contributing factors to death. Expected leniency where there was none to be found. Dead end 12. Get stuffed. And for the context of anyone that did not watch the previous parts, Dr. Danger is a supervillain, and she got deaded by the Stop Agency in her last heist or whatever the fuck. So, and I am an agent of Stop, so, Alright, time to try again. I'm not gonna get it right. Because, if you have not looked at me, you should know. I'm a dummy. Okay, I can't skip
Catsy
spaces
Cat
either.
says, bedtime for me, I'm getting way too tired, GN.
Ah, well, thank you so much for hanging out. All the way from the beginning. I really appreciate you coming by. I hope you have a good rest. And I will suffer the puzzles. I tried to be a little entertaining, but...
Catsy the Cat says, I appreciate you streaming 3.
I appreciate you coming. Let's see if I can get this one. I haven't been stumped on the puzzles as much. Maybe that kept you awake for a little bit more than last time. Or I got absolutely bamboozled.
Woodkin says, time to spawn a hand through the screen to pet you.
That might terrify me quite a bit. My horns will prick your little grabby paws. Alright, so I have to make matches of 4, and the whole point is that I need to plan for the future. Which I don't like to do. Ooh, like see here, I kind of fucked myself, wait. Oh, well, it's not timing me out, so there's a chance still. Can't move diagonally. Okay, this is my last move, I think, unless... Oh, yeah. Okay. But, like, it's further than I got. I just gotta try again. And the thing is, I should probably try to remember what I do. Otherwise, it's gonna be a bit fucked, but... Or I can just try random ways each time. Let's see, this one... But there's too many over here, and it's really difficult to make matches with them. Ooh. As you may guess, the plan here is really to just keep trying. As long as I'm awake, I will keep on trying. But hey, that's really all I can do. Okay, what about going up? I guess my focus should be on just making sure I get the slugs. I keep missing them. I need to... Well, it's not telling me I'm stuck yet. Okay. But I don't know if it's possible for me to get that slug all the way in the corner. Okay, well... I'm scared that there are, like, millions of possible
Woodkin
ways
says,
they could change.
hot take, the best visual novels are light romance and puzzle-based ones.
I don't know if light romance means little to no romance, or if that's a certain genre of romance that I'm not familiar with. I definitely prefer the visual novels that have puzzles. Those are the only ones that I have played and actually finished. Like all of the Zero Escape series I love. There's one called Root Double Before Crime After Days. Now the puzzle element in that one is a little bit more subtle, but it exists, and there's like a time travel-y type element that I really like, and I really like the story. It's a fascinating narrative. I love talking about that one. Remember 11, or like the Infinity series. That one is not very puzzle based, but I also just love the narrative. I love time travel a whole lot. All those have some sort of gameplay. Now, of course, Danganronpa, if you consider it a visual novel, I don't consider it one as much. But it probably counts, question mark. And like those are the range of ones that I can think of right now. Like this one has maybe the most like the puzzles are very interactive. I don't know how to it's not just point and click. The puzzles are games in themselves. I just really suck at them. My only hope is to get this accidentally. I can't particularly plan well enough to get it.
Woodkin says, I mean light romance as in all save for work, and it's based on wholesome affection that's adorable.
Oh man, I already killed myself. Yeah, I don't like... well, I've never played a visual novel with heavy romance that I've liked, but I've also never sought out a heavily romantic visual novel. I think maybe the weirdest one I might have played was one where it's about this guy that gets a brain injury, and he sees everything as like a horrific, grotesque visions, except for this one girl who looks like an angel. And that one's like not safe for work in maybe a thematic sense. I don't remember if there's any actual, other than the entire thing looking very gory, I don't think there's any sexual content. But it's definitely a visual novel that comes with warnings about probably just the gore and maybe the content, as in like the theme or the plot is pretty gross. But it's a really interesting story. What else? My visual novel repertoire is not entirely large. Probably need to try out more, but they need to have either story is good enough to make up for not having gameplay, or a nice balance of gameplay. Alright, this is gonna be one I'm gonna be stuck on for a while, because there's just millions of, you know, permutations here. Ooh. Wait. Then I'm stuck here again. I can't move diagonally at all. Ah, almost. I mean, believe it or not, almost. I'm still never gonna be able to get this very well because of my inability to do things and plan for the future. It's an issue of mine. I've commented on it a lot.
Thank you for the follow, Woodkin.
Thank you so much for the follow. Wait, so that's actually fascinating, because when you chatted, it didn't say it was your first time ever chatting. So somehow you found me again. and did me the honor of chatting, and you hadn't followed yet. That's pretty interesting. No, I need a slug. Let's see. No, I need a worm. Spider. Okay. But then look at this. I got these two stuck over there that I'm not gonna be able to get. And then I got 2 slugs here. Oh, already dead. If you can't tell, like, the thing is, because it's so cute, it's actually kind of enjoyable to just play it over and over and over again. Where I'm not frustrated, except, you know, like, I'm frustrated that I can't figure it out, but like, my brain doesn't mind as much. Yeah, I need a spider right there to do that. Spider, no. I think I already did this route. It's not timing me out, so there's okay. Only there was a caterpillar near. Okay, it's not timing me out yet, so but I think there's only one other possibility. I don't want to look up guide. Like I mentioned, if I just stop going in the exact same route, it might be possible, but... Or I think even if they spawned randomly, I might have a chance at beating the RNG. Oh, I think I did this route. Fuck. If I return and come back, I'm pretty sure, yeah. No? Okay, I can't do spider again. And see, this looks so promising. Oh, wait. Dang. That looked like it was better than before. I don't know, I felt a hint of potential. This time I'll try to go into the other corner. Okay. Ta-da. And... like gambling without fun of gambling. But here I can get a spider, a mouse, a slug, and a caterpillar. And here I can get... okay, I can get a spider, mouse, slug, caterpillar. Oh. Well, here I can get just a caterpillar, a spider. But then I get stuck immediately. Oh, wait, here. No, wait. Oh my goodness. We did it. Alright, bottom right corner. No, wait, I don't remember what corner I went into this time at first. But this was the master strat. Everyone could copy my picks to win at gambling every day. This just reminds me of some of the... oh, dang. That game did remind me a bit of some of the, you know, dumbass casino games. Right. But one of the plushies rips open, revealing a photo inside, and ah, dang. Caution. Real sick boy. The back of the photo is black with words. She told me to explore the place. She said it was important that I adjust to my new environment, but she's been holed up in the lab. I don't know why she's so stressed about my surgeries. She's the smartest person I know. And I grew up surrounded by brilliant scientists, so that's saying something. She says she's still concerned about making adjustments to my synthetic nerves, that she's worried she'll put me through even more pain. But every time she's worked on my new limbs, I haven't felt a thing. Last time I actually fell asleep. Okay, so we did that puzzle. We learned more about Caution. I mean, this seems to be Caution's living space. Dave. Oh, it seems like, I don't know, something might have changed. Okay, I only caught that because of the thumbnails on the saves. It's a loose page with handwriting on it. Judging by the number in the corner and the fading ink, it must be a small part of a much larger document. Entry set number 1. It's nice to have job security right out of school. I had my doubts during junior year, of course, but I don't think anyone could have predicted how the sector's grown these past few months. The developments in cybernetic technology have been explosive, sometimes literally. It's troubling, but all great technology has the potential for misuse, and now I'm going to be a part of an organization that works to keep that tech under control. Though I'll be honest, the name's pretty silly. Oh well, they could always change the acronym later. So I'm gonna, and from my understanding, Dr. Danger was probably a member of the Stop Agency before, as a cybernetic, or, you know, engineer or researcher. Maybe she saw what they were doing to Caution and decided to escape with him and wage war against the agency. That's my current little thinking. And keep in mind that we are a Stop agent. Our boss gave us a location, sent us there, told us to look for information. We got kidnapped by Caution. And previously, Stop had managed to kill Dr. Danger. So Caution is not happy that we killed his adopted mommy. Okay, I just pressed on this wooden, this square grate underneath, and it said, ouch! Seems like you stepped on a rogue sewing pin. Oh no, what's a large, unfinished sewing project doing all spread out on the floor? Looks like a quilt. Must have been too big for the little sewing desk. For some reason you want to finish it. Oh great. This quilt's unfinished and you need to make it complete. Each tile has 3 traits: color, shape, and fill. In order to finish the intended pattern, each adjacent tile must share exactly 2 of the 3 traits with the next tile. Below, construct the next motif you want to place by adjusting the color, shape, and fill with the arrows. Oh great. I'm not gonna enjoy this, am I? Okay, so for example, each adjacent tile must share exactly 2 out of 3 traits. This one has a certain shape. Wait. This is orange, this is red, and this is blue. This is a swirl, and this is a warning. Color and fill. So, what is So I guess fill is actually the design of the filling. So all of these have a solid filling, if I understand correctly. So 2 out of 3 traits. A solid filling and a color. Like, see, that's the most I want to do this one just because it's the most challenging one I'm seeing thus far. I just need to figure out the rules. For example, I can make this one a warning sign with a solid fill. Okay. If I make it this mate match, I don't think so though. So it has. This one has shape and fill, but not color. This one has color and fill, but not shape, so maybe it's okay. This one has fill, but not color, and not shape. So maybe if I just make it yellow, maybe it'll count. But I just changed it, so this one, now it's fill, but not shape and not color. Here, it's at least say it's shape and fill. Shape and fill, but not color. This is fill, but not color or shape. And this is the same color and fill, but not shape. Dang. Alright, maybe that'll be actually the hardest one. It would be good if I could just figure it out. But I don't think I'm gonna figure it out. But, okay, maybe this one might be easier, because it's only 2 to compare. Skill-wise, there's this one. So I think these two have the exact same fill. So maybe if I do, for example, if I did this. It's the same shape, different fill, different color. If I did this fill, then fill and color, no, fill and shape but not color, and then this one has fill and color but not shape, so maybe it's okay. Then we have this one right here. There's probably a pattern, but you know how it is. If I do... Oh, I can't... I don't know. There's X. Like, I wonder if I did E. I don't, the thing is, as a designer of things, I don't actually want to use the same or yellow color for so many things. It's a bit boring, but so this one has the same fill and color, but not shape. Fill and color, but not shape. This one has fill and color, but not shape. This might actually take me quite a while, because it's like you have to think it through for every single one. But I've also I can't imagine programming or designing this puzzle either. Because imagine there could be a lot of different variations, but it just has to follow the rule. So it might be a computer that it's just gonna check whether each one is following the rule. Or I wonder if the programmer like put in all the possible solutions. This ain't gonna be easy. What if I tried this one over here? Or I should delete this one because I didn't finish it. I'm not sure about it. But if I go to this one here, blue and blue, but they're different fills. I put something random to start comparing. Different color, different shape, and different fill. Same fill, different color, different shape. So make it blue. Okay, now it's same color, different shape, different fill. So maybe I take the fire. No, then it would be identical. Right now with the fire, it's okay because it's different, same colors, different shape, same fill. It has 2 in common with the fire one here, but only 1 in common with this one. Okay, wait, I can make it another swirl. And then it has same color and same shape, different fill. And over here it has same color, same fill, different shape. That's maybe my final answer for that one. See, even though they're hard, the best ones to start at are the ones where you have things to compare. It's not good to just start putting random ones down. The next one is gonna be this one here. They're both the same color. Which, I mean, it's tempting to go with the same color as a starter. They'd have different fills. I'll put this one down just for comparison. So, same shape, but yeah. So, different shape, same color, same fill. Different shape. Same color, but different fill. Not matching enough with that one. So I might just change it to a triangle. No, to a warning. Now I can say shape and color, but not fill. And for the fire one, I can say color and fill, but not shape. Kinda how this puzzle's working out for me, but it looks really boring, I think, color-wise. It's unfortunate. And then the hardest part is when you have to build off. You have to start building off from the ones you placed, instead of relying on the ones already there to build your framework. Quite tricky. Okay, so if we start right here, red, striped, and full. We start with maybe they're both red. Red, so color and fill, but not shape. Color and shape, but not fill. So I mean, it feels like it works. And here, okay. So here we have color. We'll switch to the curly red. So this one has color, but not shape or fill. Color, but not shape or fill. So that's a no. I could make it a empty solid. Well, here we have color, but not shape or fill. No. Okay. I'm starting to fall asleep because I thought that I could click on the thing and change things, but no, it's right here. It's always been right here. I can't remember which one I was working on. Ah, this fire one. Right now it's color, not shape, and not fill. And here it's color, not shape. But yes, fill. So color and fill, but not shape. This one is color, not fill. Erg. Starting to fade away. I don't know how long I should keep trying it. This might be one that takes me an hour. It's an interesting little logic puzzle. I don't hate it, but it does feel like it would take me personally a while because I am not good. Okay, well, I'm sorry I fell asleep and I don't have many good ideas. I don't want to use a guide.
Moodkin says.
Whoa.
Forgot to at the time before was tired.
Ah. Am I like super delayed? Oh, and my chat must... I don't know what happened to my chat. That's weird. I feel like I'm going crazy. Time is moving now in strange and mysterious ways. Don't know how to do anything. I'll try for a little bit longer. Okay, I don't even remember which one I did. And solid and color and fill, not fade. Yeah, I'm fading fast, unfortunately. Did I try this one here yet? When I was deciding fill and color. No. Color and shape, but not fill. This one's color and fill, but not shape. Very good. This one here, a random one. Color and network. 20 something, no. So it is. Well, I'm falling apart at the seams here. So I'll save, copy here, and I will go to bed. And hopefully tomorrow I can figure it out and not have to use any external help. But thank you very much for anyone that came in and enjoyed either the art or the gameplay. And good night. And maybe see you next time for more of this game. Until I complete it. Which may be a while. But I'll keep trying. Okay. Good night.